my name's Grandad.
So now we're back round the stern and we're going to be sorting out the tunnel bands and painting just the top of where the fuel filler is and where the ropes go on the back bit. And originally that was a rough idea of where we were going to put start the tunnel band. It's far too forward now. We've started painting the rest, so we're moving them up here. So first job is to clean all these holes out and get some, we're using aqua steel for this.
Yeah.
Using some aqua steel. And just basically getting it all cleaned up. Now inside the engine bay, it's all painted in the middle of these, but the bit we can't get at is going to rust. I'll put it in a spray bottle. Anyway,
Yeah,
we're going to try and get it under there.
I know some people bung it and then just pour it in.
Pour it in, yeah. But it's a big area to pour in because it goes all the way through. I don't know if you can see. Plenty of spider webs in there. As you can see, we've already painted the back wraparound bit. We've kept it just blue as a block colour rather than panels because we're probably going to have some writing on that. So this hole is the drainage hole for the deck. So it's in the engine bay. If water gets into the engine bay around the board, it soaks into, it's got like a drain, like a gutter, and then it comes out there. So and then that one is for the gas escape in the gas locker. So we're going to put some aqua steel up as far as we can reach here, and then we've done, when we painted the engine bay, we got quite far down the other from that end, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's it. That's flicked on my best overalls. The brushes. So those who don't know what aqua steel is, it's like obviously the white liquid that turns all the rust back to steel, sort of. So it just helps stop the build up of rust as well before you paint. I think you need to do a bit more at the bottom there. Can't really see it with time. That side. That's it. That's it. Is that going to fit up there?
No.
We may have to pour some down the gas locker.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll pour it down from the top, I think. So any other little areas that needed doing, that were showing any little signs of rust, we did. So this is the diesel filler here, so that just needed a little touching up. Use a plate, Millie's favourite. other way. Yeah, good thinking, Grandad. I have seen them that way though, as well, but we're having it that way. So I've done a little line and I want the edge to come to. Troublesome. Like that, Arch?
Yeah.
I think that's alright. Got the tape on. And get painted. That's gone all hard now. Cured. We're using a T-Mac. This is the primer undercoat. Oh, I didn't realise it was a primer as well. Primer.
Yeah.
So the white is a undercoat, but we're doing a couple of coats of the black primer undercoat as well, just because we know these areas are going to get really scratched. So it was just, we don't really want scratches in white really, we want to keep them in black. Now we're starting the gunnels. It's going to be in black. So we're now rubbing all the undercoat down. This is actually a primer undercoat, but it's also a primer underneath. So we're just giving it a scratch coat now, because we've done this last year, so before the top coat goes on we just wanted to give it a clean up as well. Nearly done this side. Ladies in the shade the other side. I got the short straw this time.
It's got quite an orange peel effect on that, even though we're rolling on and tipping off with a brush. We're going to sand this back and flatten it back and put further coats on this, but to be fair, we're not going to be too precious about that, because it wants to be able to be touched up, because this is going to get scratched and banged. So a flatter surface will be harder to conceal or you repair, so any sort of roughness, if you like, in the look is fine with us.
So we're still doing all the 4 coats on the gunnel, on the walk area, but afterwards this will be done as a grip coat, same as how we did on the roof. We're bringing the black line up onto the flat, so the dividing line between the 2 paints looks a bit neater on the flat, rather than the join being where the weld is. It just looked a lot neater, sort of bringing it up. Get it all dried out in the morning again and get ready for the sanding. Using a 400 grit paper for this bit. It may look like we're taking it right back to the undercoat, but we're not. It's just taking the gloss off that top coat, and so this is the coat before we do the very top coat. You can see how hot the black gets compared to the rest, because as soon as you wipe it, the sun the heat just dries it off straight away. But when you do that on the blue and green, it doesn't. Unfortunately, the boat right next to us, that's really close to us, needs some welding work done. So we've had to stop everything, cover the boat up, and hope for the best that none of the grinding and welding sort of hits our boat. We've covered it up first with some dust sheets before we put some retardant stuff over the top. Don't do this if you do it. It actually made our roof go mouldy, so yeah, so we took that off after a couple of days. So the last coat of the black all along the sides and the back will be done once all the welding is finished on this boat. So we're going to start on the stern now and get all the painting done on there. So we're going to do the white tunnel band, but we're going to do it in the duck egg, so it'll be slightly off white. And we're going to keep this with the bitumen on. We did think about taking some of it away and doing a red tunnel band, but we've decided the hassle of taking the bitumen off. It's only one thin layer of bitumen around there, just from what the boat builders put on, but yeah, we're going to keep it like that. We would also have had the problem if we'd painted it, if we'd stripped this back and then painted the red, because we don't know where it's going to sit in the water. If the water does come a little bit above here, we'll start get bubbling on the red paint, I think. Yeah, some people 2-pack it, don't they? But we're not. So we're keeping the bitumen bottom and then just doing the duck egg blue stripe.
Give my tiller a really good rump down and then give it a few coats of undercoat. It's already been primed and a few coats of primer on it, so yeah, we're just going to get a few coats of undercoat on, let that all dry off in between the coats, ready for, you'll see in a minute.
Just
Clearing moustache.
the back anyway.
Yeah, and they aren't a couple of little orphans we've found. They are actually Millie and Reggie. We've had to kit them out in emergency workwear, as you can see.
So we get them started on the undercoat, on the gas lockers.
At this point I had to go for a long walk around. I couldn't watch.
We will do in a bit.
This might wash off. Then we need to start all again when it stopped raining. But what about if it rains again? Do we need to do this bit?
Yeah.
do need to see how Reggie's sitting. So nobody can see her pants. I done it.
Brilliant. Great first coat, Reggie. Well done.
You might wash it up.
No, this is oil-based paint, so it can't the rain can't wash it off.
But does everyone have that paint?
Yeah, for boats. Yeah, for metal boats. You can have different paint for.
And it's different metal boats.
Yeah.
I hurt myself there, look.
Oh yeah. Have you done that?
Where?
They were thorough, I can say that. Once they were finished, Reggie took the camera control.
I'm done.
Brilliant.
What are you doing? Painting. Painting. Nanny?
Yeah?
Are you gonna do another colour on top of it?
Yeah, gonna be below.
What, are we doing that today?
No, this has to dry for a couple of days. You have to do a few layers of white, then sand it, then you do a few layers of blue.
Undercoat on here. White undercoat ready for the blue paint to go on.
Do you like it?
Oh, I love it, mate. Do you like it?
No. Peg. The peg. The peg, Nanny. Nanny, the peg.
Rejoined us now after about 14 days of sanding back, and we ran out of the white undercoat, so we've just using up the blue that we've got left over. Once that was hardened off, it was time for the first top coat of blue, well, light blue.
Not fully going to the floor because we want to wait till the engine goes in eventually, hopefully one day, and then we can paint all that base. So we're not going all the way down, we'll bring the paint up from the base when we do that. We're going with the aqua green on the back of the stern. You'll not actually see any of this because this is going to be built-in seating, and there'll be all cushions on it and everything, so none of this you'll be able to see, but look nice just as it's open.
grab yourself a coffee, or probably even better a really large vodka, because
strap yourself
in for what's
all
going
the
to
time.
happen next.
So we're going to be doing some spirals all the way down the tiller, but there'll be areas that'll be broke off that haven't got the spirals on. So we need to just get the tape going at the right angle for the full tiller. Put it on that bit. Cross over there. And then gradually work this. We've lost some of the footage of doing the tiller, so you see us taping it all up, but in a bit you'll see the paint that's already gone on. But you will see us paint the lower half. It was just this top half that I don't know where the clip's gone. The boredom's kicked in already, and we've only just started. Wait till we get to the hardest bit. We'll put this around the tiller and join the diamonds up. I've made some little holes in the paper. I'm just going to mark those where we need to put the tape. Can't resist a few more diamonds.
I thought you told me you like cubic zirconium from Argos.
Yeah, I do. Anything. I'm going to do it right over the middle of the spots.
Yeah.
So how we did it to make it uniform, the top bit and the lower bit to be the same, we just marked the width of the tape on the tape going round, as you can see, and then we went from one corner to the other corner, so we got that angle. So hopefully it'll be the same as the top. What you don't see, we undo this again because it wasn't quite the same. You only have to have it a fraction over that millimetre.
And it is a mil. Or less.
Yeah, less than a mil.
Yeah.
And then it goes different. So so we did undo that and move it up a little bit. So So it's quite hard to film because we kept getting away with the camera, but between us we've managed to get it on. So this one will be being pulled off. So this one is stained blue,
White.
that blue. Then this one will be painted white. And so the next one we want blue again.
Blue again.
Yeah. So we want to add some of this size tape
On
onto
that
that
side.
bit. Yep.
You rejoin us 8 days later.
12 attempts. 2 Sunday dunties.
2 Sunday dunties. That's what we have.
2
now.
Sunday lunches.
2 Sunday dunties.
After doing all that though, we've now got to pull some of them off. Right, so now they're all stuck on, we pull some off.
Let's pull the right one off though.
Yeah, make sure you pull the right one off. So the first one that we pull off is this first one, and that's going to be the duck egg. Okay, so we'll be painting behind that. So that one will be stained blue, that one will be stained blue. So they stay on, and that one's taken off. Then, so that stayed on. That one is then taken off,
That's a green.
and that's going to be painted green.
That's a blue line.
That's staying on, and that's a blue,
That's a
and
black.
that's black.
And we've got blue duck egg.
Blue, green,
Green.
black. No, blue, black. Where's the white? Oh yeah, one of them is white. That's white.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see how we go. Just using the white, it's not white is it, it's duck egg.
Duck egg.
Duck egg and aqua green for the diamonds, not doing them too fancy this time. I think there's enough fancy work on there. So all there was left to do now is the black stripe. So that's another job ticked off. Really pleased with how it's come out. All looks really nice together. The tunnel band, or what else are they called, Aid?
Counterband.
Counterband, yeah, I think a tunnel band is a new name from modern name. But yeah, all come out really good, really like it. Just can't wait to get the floor done now with a grip paint, but we'll wait till the engine goes in for that. Hopefully we'll have an update on the engine this week, really. Things are starting to move. They've had a look inside it to see what they've got to change the engine beds and things before the engine can go in. So hopefully we'll know a bit more about that next week.